Today we are focusing on our garage door insulation project. Bought a kit that is meant to do a single garage door. You buy two kits if you're doing a double garage door. In my case it's 16 by 7. The cost of your average kind of entry level non-insulated door from any of the big box stores is going to run you kind of in that $750 range. The cost of a fully insulated door is going to start probably around that $1,250 to $1,500 range. So you're looking at a fairly significant investment. To purchase the kit cost me a little bit over $50. I had a non-insulated door in this garage and it let a lot of cold air through. Basically it was a big heat sink, so as the temperature drops outside there's really nothing stopping it from getting inside the shop. The way it is now, standing here, it's nice and warm. You don't really feel the cold from outside, and our temperatures right now are pretty close to 0, so it's pretty darn cold. Overall, spending $50 on an insulation kit on a non-insulated door, in my opinion, is the most economical way to go. If you have a non-insulated door and want to add that extra layer of not just thermal insulation, but also a little bit of sound deadening. I hear a lot less traffic coming by. I also don't seem to hear as much noise from inside the shop if I'm outside. So that's an added benefit. All in all, much less expensive than if I were to replace this door with a brand new insulated door that, like I said, is going to cost you possibly as much as $2,000, but I've kind of priced them out. Average price is somewhere between $1,200 and $1,500. So either way, a huge savings spending $50 to get my non-insulated door insulated as opposed to replacing the door with a brand new door. So that said, let's get on to the installation. But we'll give it a shot and see how it goes. I've got my next piece cut. What you do have to do is trim out a shorter piece to go inside behind your stiles. So each door section is going to have those. You cannot flex it enough to go from this side to this side inside both cavities. The rest of them are going to have a flat stop and a cavity. Those will be easy to slip right in. But these end sections, on my door anyway, your door may be different, are a bit of a pain in the butt, so you have to cut a separate strip, stick it in. Now this is foil backed on one side and just a white clear coating on the other side. I chose to have the white showing out. My garage is painted white, so we'll stick with that. I don't really like the look of the reflective, but some people might. To each their own. So, on to see if we can get this one to fit in. So as you can maybe see, we have a brace running across the door, and it is about 4 inches down from the top of my section. That's a problem. It's not going to fit. So we will either trim the panel lengthwise or vertically to make it easier to slip in. I think we're going to be better off going lengthwise in this case. So get that marked out and cut her down. When you do cut this, if you have to do multiple pieces, they say to put a piece of seal tape on it, which would be packaging tape or furnace ducting tape or something along those lines. Now you might see that I'm going to freehand this cut. I've got my line. I'm going to freehand it with just a utility knife. Some may want to use the straight edge to do this part. I find with this foam it's not too difficult to actually put your blade in on the line and just keep pulling straight following your line. And you actually get a really pretty clean cut. The utility knife won't cut all the way through the material, so you have to get that roughly halfway. So I make 2 passes. Then making 2 passes, basically just bend it and it comes apart. You get a little bit of snow when that happens, but not too bad. Alright, got my 2 pieces cut. Easy. Maybe get some of this extra off of here so I don't have it dropping around the garage for the next 5 years. Alright, so for my purposes, since I have to seam this together, I'm going to put my factory edges together and put my cut edges out. So, if I can get a hold of this one, we'll go this way. And that way hopefully it blends together as best as possible, as opposed to the 2 rough edges. Clear packaging tape that we'll use to tape our seam. Okay, so I measured up my top and bottom panel, and for my door, each one of these panels is exactly the same size. It could vary. You might have shorter panels on the top and bottom, depending on your door design. Each one of these is 20 inches tall, which is the height of the foam. We can't make them any taller. And the foam is 54 inches wide. My opening from edge of stile to edge of stile is 51. That said, each side has to go inside the stiles. So these end panels are the worst of the whole door, and the inside ones should go a little bit smoother. We will keep going and find out. So my stiles, the foam pieces to stuff inside of those, is 2.5 inches, so I have to do this twice, which kind of a pain, but it's difficult to cut a 1/2 inch piece off of this foam, which is what it would be if I just went with the drop from my 54 to 51. Leaves me 3 inches. I need a 1/2 inch off of that because I need 2.5. So it's easier to just cut it twice the standard way. Mainly because you don't have anything to hold on to break that extra 1/2 inch off. Like that. When you flip it over and cut the back side like that, it allows you to get a clean cut on the foil side instead of ripping the foil layer, which it will do otherwise. Just fold it over, put your blade in, drag it down. Nice and clean. So the rest of this is essentially a rinse and repeat. Measure, cut, fit, flex in as needed. And then we have an insulated door. Okay, let's see what the foam temp is. 53. Garage temp is about 60. And 44.6. 55.2. 55.5. 44.6. So yeah, roughly 11 degrees difference. And then if we swing over here to the shop wall, which is an exterior wall, 57.2. All right, got the next panel of the next column in, and I've discovered the pro tip. After fighting so much with the top panel on that first section, I thought I would give it a try, see if this worked, and especially since I can't see the foil side of this once it's up on the door. So, flip my panel over. I scored it roughly down the middle. It wasn't perfect, close. And then I broke it. Didn't break this side, that is my visible side, but I broke it, so it has a little bit of flexibility as you're trying to get it in there. I can't say that that was the magic tip or the magic bean for the beanstalk, so to speak, but it sure got that one in there a lot faster and a lot easier. Whether or not that was the magic piece or not, I will let you decide when you give it a try, but overall, I think I'm going to do that on the rest of the pieces. It worked a lot better, so we'll keep going. Hi, it's James again. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, go ahead and smash that like button. Click subscribe to see more of our videos in the future. Also, hit that little bell so you get a notification when we do release a new video and you'll be the first to see it. Thanks, guys. They say each one is good for a 9x7 garage door, aka a single garage door. I've got a double. Mine is 16x7 instead of 9x7. So we are ready to start the other half of the garage door. Okay, cautiously optimistic that this new attempt is going to work better than the first time. Not that that went that bad, but I did let's sacrifice a little bit. And as long as it's a nice clean seam, you shouldn't have any issues and shouldn't be able to see it anyway. So, or at least it won't draw your eye. And at the end of the day, for me, this isn't meant to be pretty. It's meant to be functional. Granted, I want it to look as nice as I can. I don't want it looking like junk on my door, but at the same time, I'd much rather maintain my heat since it's expensive to heat, and we're in the Midwest, so it's cold a lot every day for like 6 months of winter. Not 6 months of snow though lately. We just got our second snowfall of the year right here at Christmas. So we finished up our garage insulation project. I'm really happy with the results. Overall cost of this project was $50 and some change. The packages were meant to do a 9x7 door. You buy 2 of them should you have a 16x7 door or a double door. Installation was fairly easy. Had times of frustration just getting the panels to fit, but all in all went fairly smooth. It actually looks rather nice. The nice coating on the top is smooth and moisture resistant, so it should hold up fairly well over time. I'm anxious to see what the energy savings might be. Kind of difficult to quantify, I understand that, but looking forward to having a little bit warmer shop and moving forward with projects.